There. Now the cloth is soaked in alcohol. My makeshift torch is almost ready. Fantastic. How about that? I've made fire. Come on. Got it. Right, that should be enough. Now to find Nadine.
It sounds like you went to some lengths to gather that wood.
Did you fare any better?
Nothing so exciting. Just gathered a bit with some patient searching. You said a coyote ran off with one of the branches?
Yeah, sneaky little thing. Had to hit him with a rock to get him away.
Oh, was it badly hurt?
Don't think so. I didn't throw it that hard.
I see. You know, Vespuccian natives tell many stories about Coyote the trickster. He's never quite either good or bad, but he's always getting into scrapes and causing trouble. Would you like to hear one?
Please, I'd like that.
Okay, but first, may I have that branch you're carrying?
Sure, take it. What are you doing?
You'll see. Now then. Coyote went to visit Kingfisher because he was out of food. Brother, what have you got to eat? I'm very hungry. Kingfisher didn't like this rude way of talking, but he flew to the top of his lodge, then flew to the river and down through a hole in the ice. He came back up with many fish. The two ate until their bellies were full, and Coyote went home. The next day, Coyote climbed up onto the roof of his lodge. "What are you doing up there?" asked his wife. "Why, you know I've done this before. I'm getting food for our supper." Coyote jumped off the roof, down to the river, but he missed the hole and broke his neck and was killed. Kingfisher, who had been nearby, walked over to where Coyote was. He jumped into the river and emerged with many fish. Then he jumped over Coyote 4 times, and Coyote came back to life. "This is my way, not your way," said Kingfisher. "I do not imitate others like you do." He handed Coyote the fish before leaving. Coyote went back to his wife and showed her the fish. "Look at these big fish. I caught them the way Kingfisher does. Kingfisher is afraid of my power. He told me not to do this again. He knows my medicine is strong." Coyote's wife cooked the fish.
Shit. You'd think he'd learn his lesson.
Ah, but that's just it. Deception and trickery are Coyote's way.
So where did you hear the story?
Actually, I read it in a book. Myths and Legends of the Native Vespuccians. Dr. Sedgwick bought it from a traveling bookseller. I think he was of two minds about giving it to me. On the one hand, I know he considered it frivolous heathen claptrap. But on the other hand, he thought it might be meaningful to me, having something connected to my origins. He was right. I cherished that book. devoured it. It was written by a white man who was supposed to have traveled all around the country collecting native folk tales. Sometimes I wonder if he ever left the publishing office in Bright Bay. Maybe he just made them all up. I preferred to believe that there was something authentic about them, though.
I imagine the writer did a fair bit of massaging to make the stories palatable to the book-buying public. Editors are finicky about what they'll publish. And who even knows if the people he got the stories from were just telling him what he wanted to hear. But somewhere in there is the seed of the original stories and the truths they have to tell. If putting them in a book helped them reach more people, like you, then that's a good thing, right?
Yes, I suppose so. Here, for you.
Oh, this is really well done. Thank you.
Shall we head back now?
Sure, let's go. Phil's music has livened up the journey some. Nadine carved this for me after telling me that story about the coyote. None are in the red, so I guess that's good. Jake's luggage. I could put everything I own in that suitcase and it would hardly cover the bottom. Hey, Jake?
Yeah, Harley?
Do you suppose Captain Boylan will be okay?
Hard to say. Poor fella seemed real out of sorts. Well, we did what we could for him. Some folks you just can't shake out of their delusions.
I appreciate the chat.
Anytime, Harley.
Hey, Danny, let's talk.
Sure. Actually, I was wondering about something. Where'd you learn how to fight?
Growing up where I did, you had to fight to survive.
Where was that?
New Britannia. The Chum, specifically.
Lamplight City, huh? I've heard it can get wild.
You've heard right.
Is that why you came west?
Yeah. I realized my life wasn't going to amount to much if I stayed.
Oh, yeah. I get that.
So have you been to El Presidio before?
Yeah, I was born there.
No kidding. Didn't you say your family lived near El Presidio?
In the area, yeah. They moved out to the city proper a few years back. I left when I was 16. Haven't been back in ages.
When the Otham had us locked up, you said something about having been in a similar predicament. I have to say, I've been curious.
Oh, right. Well, it's not that exciting. Nothing like one of Jake's stories.
Let me be the judge of that.
This was back when I ran with those folks I mentioned. The guy in charge, he thought it might be fun to try sticking up a post office. That didn't go so well. We wound up in jail for a few days. We didn't escape or anything, just did our time and were let go.
I see.
Told you it was a boring story.
Not at all. I appreciate you telling me. So who were these people you ran with before?
They, do we have to talk about this right now?
I want to know.
Well, you see,
Hey now, don't force the kid to talk if you don't want to. Danny, she's out of line. Don't say a word.
sorry, Harley. I'd just rather not talk about it.
I'm still impressed at how you just jumped in after that kid.
I'm just glad we were able to save him. It's nice to be on a team again, like old times.
A team? Like those folks you mentioned before?
Yeah. We were a posse. My best friend Petey was our leader. Petey and I left El Presidio along with 5 of our friends. We were looking for new lives out on the frontier. I told my parents we were pooling our money together to buy a farm, which was true. Except, we didn't actually have any money. Petey took charge and we all started off working odd jobs here and there. But he got impatient. He got it into his head that it would be easy money to rob a stagecoach. I didn't much care for the idea, but once Petey put his mind to something, there was no turning back. So the big day came, and things didn't go so well. Petey didn't make it. I was the only one who did.
I'm sorry.
Me too. I just wish I'd said something more, push back harder on the whole idea. But honestly, talking about it helped. So, thanks, I guess.
Captain Boylan sure was facing some demons. Hope he'll be all right.
Yeah, me too. That kind of guilt can really eat away at a person.
Hey, Leger, I need a word.
Yes?
There's a stopped wagon up ahead. Traders from the look of it. I'll pull over. Go see if they've got anything worthwhile for sale.
Will do. Excuse me, ma'am?
Oh, hello there. Where did you come from?
The wagon just down the road there. I was coming to see if...
Hold up there, stranger.
Pa, what are you doing?
State your business. We do not want trouble.
What kind of a greeting is that?
A greeting for strangers who appear from nowhere. State your business. I will not ask you again.
I've been sent to inquire if you were traders. Thought we might do business.
Ah, well, there you are then. You can put the gun down, Pa. She's clearly not a highwaywoman.
No? You know how sneaky they are, Ma. And this road is infested with them.
You've had some trouble with bandits, then?
Not personally, thanks be to God. But we know the terrible tales.
And we take such warnings seriously. Very seriously.
Pa, please. If she did have any wicked intent, I'm sure she's given it up now that she sees how well protected we are. Please put the gun away, and let's talk like civilized Christian folk.
Very well. I swear, if you attempt anything...
She'll regret it sorely, I'm sure. There now. Well, you asked if we were traders, and indeed we are. We're bound for Rosewater to sell our stock. We were about to make camp for the evening, but we'd be glad to show you what we have, provided you can pay or trade.
Hey, I've got an idea. What say you folks join our posse's camp tonight? Safety in numbers and all. If you're worried about bandits, that is.
Why, that would be lovely. A chance to trade stories as well as wares.
We do not have extra food, so we cannot feed you.
That's all right. We have some. We can pool what we've got.
Very good. A potluck.
Great. I'll let my companions know to prepare for company. By the way, my name's Harley Leger.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance. We are the Fortyun family. I'm Sarah Little Owl, and my husband is Carl. We've also got 3 children in the wagon. Beth, Bram, and baby Rhea. You'll meet them later this evening.
I look forward to it.
What a nice evening. I'm so glad we did this. Seems Geggy's taken a shine to Miss Johnson.
She's a fine dog. With a little training, she'd be a fine trail companion.
Oh, I don't think we'll bother with all that.
Fair enough. If you'll excuse me, I'm going to the other fire.
Take Geggy along if you want.
All right. Come on, girl.
That was a good meal. Hey, Mrs. Fortyun?
Yes, Miss Leger.
Are you from Western Vespuccia originally?
No, I'm Cheyenne. We come from the southern part of the province you call Rotterdam. Your friend, Miss Redbird. Who are her people?
I asked, but she doesn't know herself. We met her at an Otham village, where she was staying as a guest.
I see. Well, send her my way when she has a moment. I'd love a chat.
I'm curious to know how you and your husband met.
We both worked for the Gold River Trading Company. I'd already been at the lodge for a few years with my brothers when he first came through. We courted for a while, and eventually decided to elope.
Love at first sight, huh?
It took a while to get to know him, but I could see he was different from the other trappers. Brutes and wild men, but not Carl. After we were married, we both left the company and came west to work independently.
You folks been to Rosewater often?
Several times, yes. We usually spend the winter there. Ever since they extended the rail line, we can go there and sell to traders who ship our pelts back east. Actually, Rhea was born in Rosewater.
You don't say. Have you had your dog long?
Only a few days. We adopted Geggy from a traveling carnival we passed some miles back. Pa wasn't too enthusiastic about it. But I thought it would do the children good to have a companion. Although I have noticed that Bram starts to sneeze something awful when she's around. I hope he gets over it.
How did you come up with the name Geggy?
Oh, that was Rhea's doing. Geggy is her way of saying doggy. We all thought it was adorable, and the name stuck.
So, what's the trapper's life like?
It can be rough, but I like the freedom. We can go where we want, when we want, without any boss telling us otherwise.
It's not too dangerous for a young family?
The children are born to it. They can hunt and trap with their eyes closed. Besides, we don't go after anything dangerous. Mainly deer, elk, and beavers.
Your children seem very capable. How old are they?
Beth is 14, Bram is 9, and Rhea is 18 months.
Having a good evening, Mrs. Fortyun?
I am, Miss Leger. I'm so glad we did this.
I much prefer our means of transportation.
Harley, come, join us.
No! Bad dog! Bram! Take this mutt back to the wagon. She has caused enough trouble for one night.
She's just a pup. You can't expect her to be a perfect angel without being trained to it.
Trained? I would like to know how we will find the time for that. Honestly, I do not know what Sarah was thinking taking her in.
Hey now, let's lighten the mood. How about that song you were gonna play us, Phil?
Ah, yes. This is a tune I have always enjoyed.
The tent I'm sharing with Nadine. It's more spacious than it looks. Jake and Danny's tent. I had my doubts about that contraption, but it's really come through so far.
Not now, Harley. I'm listening to the music.
Sorry, think we could talk later? I want to hear Phil play.
Hey, Miss Johnson?
What do you need?
I noticed you and the dog were getting on well.
She's sweet. This family don't appreciate what they've got. Been thinking about getting a dog myself. Ain't found the time.
Phil's not bad, is he?
I've certainly heard worse. Think I'll be retiring soon. Early start tomorrow.
You aren't in much of a hurry to make friends, are you?
Remember what I said when we left Rosewater? You got plenty of folks around here to get chummy with. I don't need to be one of them.
He's in the middle of playing. Mr. Fortyun?
Yes?
Just wanted to tell you, your family's lovely.
Thank you, Miss Leger.
I'd like to know more about your children.
Bram and Ben, they're good kids. Smart, talent. It's a rough sort of life, growing up in the wilderness. But they have never known before.
How did you come to meet Mrs. Fortyun?
We met when I was at the Gold River Trading Company. I was a company trapper, and she came in to work at the lodge. At first, she did not want anything to do with me, or any of us trappers. Wild beasts of the woods, she called us. But I won her over in time. We eventually decided to elope and make it out here on our own.
Pardon my frankness, but I get the impression you don't much care for your dog.
That's because I don't. Ma got her off those yokels we met without asking me. She'll be nothing but a drain on this family. Just another mouth to feed. And I especially do not care to have her around the baby.
What's the trapper's life like?
Well, it's not for everyone. You set traps, capture animals, skin them, sell the pelts. Always on the move, always outdoors. It is a decent, honest living.
If Geggy's a burden to you, we could take her off your hands.
You would do that?
Sure.
No, I couldn't. Ma would raise Cain, and the children would hate me if I gave away their dog.
You're right. I wouldn't want to put you in that position. Forget I asked. Mrs. Fortyun mentioned you were headed to Rosewater?
That's right. It's where we do most of our business.
Bravo, Phil.
Gracias.
This has been enjoyable. But I think it's time for me and the family to call it a night.
Pleasure meeting you folks. Appreciate the company.
Likewise. Good night and good luck on your travels.
It was nice talking to you, Beth.
And you. Good night.
Let us keep the evening going, shall we?
What'd you think of our dinner guests?
Mr. Fortyun seems a hard-working man. Nothing but respect for that. Mrs. Fortyun's a lovely lady. Them two make a real nice couple. And the kids seem like good eggs. Real glad we met them. Real glad.
Time for me to bed down. See you all bright and early.
Hey, Danny. How's your evening been?
I really enjoyed meeting the Fortyns. It's nice to see a family that's so close. All that time on the road and in the mountains, with only each other to rely on. It can't be easy, but they clearly make it work. I think maybe I'll ride my parents next chance I get.
Hey, Nadine. How's it going?
I enjoyed speaking with the Fortyns. I hope they fare well in Rosewater. So many people just come and go through town. It's not really a home for many. Kind of sad if you think about it.
Got any more songs for us, Phil?
Only sad ones. And this is not the appropriate occasion. Perhaps next time I will have learned a few more.
Time for me to call it a night.
Night, Harley.
Good night, Harley.
Buenas noches.
Sleep well.
Morning. Say, isn't that the Fortyuns dog?
Not anymore. They let me take her.
Oh, well, good. Geggy didn't seem too thrilled with the family.
I don't think she was. And her name's not Geggy anymore. It's Lisa Lou.
Good choice. She looks like a Lisa Lou.
I'm glad you think so. Now come on, let's head out.
Harley?
How are you liking the guitar?
It is a fine instrument. I have not had the opportunity to play in some time.
Meeting those trappers was fortunate.
Are you attempting to make a pun?
What? No. I would never. Puns are the lowest form of humor.
Aha! And what would you consider the highest?
The highest form of humor would have to be physical comedy. Pranks, pratfalls, pies in the face, all that kind of thing. Great stuff.
Surely you must be joking.
I don't know. Does it look like it?
You are full of surprises. Anyway, yes, I am glad we encountered them. They were quite entertaining. It is a shame the father was so uptight. Some people need to learn to allow themselves to have fun.
We'll talk more later.
I look forward to it.
Hey, Nadine.
Hello, Harley.
The Fortyne family was nice, weren't they?
It was incredible to see such a strong family bond. They depend on each other completely for their livelihood and survival.
I have to say, I've learned quite a bit about coyotes lately.
They are fascinating creatures, aren't they? I'm sure you can understand why there are so many stories and legends about them.
The wagon is slowing down again.
See anything out there, Danny?
Yeah, this is a small building.
Let's go take a look.
Engine's running hot. I'm giving it a rest. We set off again in half an hour.
I'm going to see what's happening over at that shack. You want to come, Jake?
Oh, you go on, Danny. I wanted to have a word with Miss Johnson.
Oh, okay.
I will accompany you.
As will I.
Harley?
Go on, I'll be along in a minute. They're having a private conversation.
Sorry, mon cher. It seems Fortune was not on your side.
Oh, shoot.
Hey, see my reflection in the lamp from here. Lady Tichet, mind reader, take the challenge. Right.